Hello and welcome back to our tutorial series. In this video, we are going to see how we are going to consume get method and display department details. But before that, if you notice that here we want to give a warning kind of button, and in our code, even though we have given the value color as 1, but it isn't working. So that means we haven't imported the proper, the proper material design item into our application. So to do that, what I've done is here I have gone through this website material design. You don't have to remember this, you can just Google search and you can find here you can say matte icon button color one, and this will take you to this page here. Okay, uh, that's simple. Now since we want to we want to make uh, use of this color one, so what we have to do is we have to go to API. As usual, you just need to copy this button, copy this line, copy it and go back to your application in the module.ts. Just in the end, what you can do, you can simply add this line here, and you just need to copy this and you have to import this so that within application we can make use of this anywhere. So it's a mat button module. And now if you just go back to our application and click on departments, so now I can see the color of this as one color. So okay, so now we have rectified that thing. So now we'll focus on consuming the get method. Okay, let's come back to our application code, and here we have to go back to our department service. If you remember that we have created two services, one is for employee and one is for department. So in that we have clearly said that when at the time of creating the service, that the service is the one wherein we are going to write the logic to consume our APIs. So here what we'll do, we'll start writing the logic for our API. So I'll say private, and we'll give a private variable name as HTTP, and this is of type HTTP client. This is from Angular itself. If we press tab, it will import this HTTP client. And one more thing that we should remember is, just uh, you have to include this in-app module as well. So to include in app module, we just have to go to our app module.ts file. So in app module.ts, just come down and we just need to import the HTTP client module. So I'll say HTTP client module. This one we need. Okay, and once you press tab, it will import by default. Okay, let's go back to our service. So we are in department service. So now we will create one local variable called read only. Okay, read only API URL equal to, here we'll give our API URL. So for that we have to run our API and see what is the local host port number which it is running on. Okay, so do that. We'll go to Visual Studio. I'll just click on Visual Studio, and then we'll open our project and see what is the our port number. So that for that I'll say open project or solution, and I'll just go to my solution folder wherein we have tutorials. Under that we have a repository. Under repository we have employee portal, and then under API, this is the project. So, or I can simply just go back and click on this and click on open. So yep, and here we'll go to our solution explorer, or you can once let it open, we'll go to the solution explorer, and yeah, so this is our API, and if I run this, I'm supposed I'm supposed to get a port number of that. So this is the port number which is important for us. So what I'll do, I'll simply copy this. Okay, I'll simply copy this. I'll simply copy this and I'll come back to our application, and here I'll say paste, and what I have to do is I have to say API, because we want our API to call. And then what we can do is we can write one method called get dep list. Okay, so I'm just giving him as get sorry, get dep list. And here what we can do is we can use observable. What is observable is nothing but to return from your API response, we use observables. So to do that, we'll say observable, and what type of response we are expecting. We are expecting department. Okay, so not the department component, we are expecting department. So just delete this. Sometime it's act really too smart, so we just have to be very careful when we are doing this. So what I need here is I just want a department model, and since it is showing us this, so let's import the department model. So I am doing that, and what I'm saying here is open and close bracket. What happened? Stop. And here just open and close bracket, and inside this bracket what we are going to say is return this dot http. So this dot http, we are taking it from our service since we have injected the http client service here. http dot, we are going to make a get request, and inside get request we have to mention what type of get request it is. So it is going to return us list of clients. So I'm assigning array here, and then inside the brackets what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to call our API. So I'm calling the API URL, and here I'm appending it with the uh, department. If you remember, we were using department, right? Still it's giving some error here, so let me figure out what is that. So the error was previously we forgot to give the array symbol here. So we have given that, and we were also missing this flower bracket. So I've added that. So what we are saying here is using observable, we are expecting a type of response of department array. So and we are simply just calling our API. Right, so this API is gonna return us department array. So let us see how our application is going to work. Yeah, but before that, we just have to go to show-dep.component.ts, because that is the main file where we have, created dummy data, right? So what I'll do is I'll go to our show-dep.ts file, and it is located under this. So we'll go here, and here what we are required to do is instead of this dummy data, now we want to return the actual data. So for that, what we have to do, we have to call our service. So to call our service, definitely we have to inject it. So to inject it, we have to go to our constructor, and here just say private service. And what type of service it is? It is a department service, right? Department service. So what we are saying that this is going to return a department service. Again, here spelling is wrong. So private service, department service, correct. And what we need to do here is we need to write a code which is going to consume our service. So this dot service dot get the function which we have created here, and what we need to do here is we have to say subscribe uh, to uh, here we have to, pass the, I mean, the written, the data which you are going to get as a response, that you have to handle here. So what we say is the data, and this data is now, will be filled with our actual response. So we'll say this dot data equal to new mat table data source of data. So what we are saying here is that this is going to uh, this get dep list is going to get a response, and we are handling that response within a subscribe. And we are saying that using this data pointer, we want to add the data into our local data variable. Okay, as simple as that. Just a semicolon here. And then what we have to do is, so it says that property data does not exist. Yeah, that's correct, because here we have given name as list data. So we'll say copy, and we'll simply copy it into our local variable. And when we try to check it in our application, it should return data from the service. So let's go back to our application, just reload it and click on departments. There is some issue. Let's see what is that. If I press F12, so it is saying that there is a problem of course. So that means our actually application is running out 4200, but our API is running on 443303. These are two different ports. This is where we are getting the problem. They are not from the same port. So what we have to do is we have to fix this problem, and that we will see in our next video. Until then, please take care and keep visiting our tutorial channel. And for the next video, we'll see you in our next video. Until then, take care. Goodbye.